Hello friends, in this video we are going to learn the power states of the motherboards. You must be aware of three power states. It's called S5 states, S4 states and S0 states. Normally to turn on the laptops, like when we press the power button, then the communication will take place between SIO and CPU, right? And then CPU releases three signals, that is called SLPS5, SLPS4 and SLPS3. Now we'll see why these three signals and how they work. But before that, SIO should get the power. So how the SIO get the power? SIO get the power from the linear circuitry. This is a 3 volt and 5 volt section, and SIO get the power from this section. And how this section get the power? This section get the power either from the adapter or the battery. Here are the two inputs, adapter inputs and the battery inputs. One of the voltage pass into this different buck converter, like in this circuits. You can see in this circuits, when we connect the adapter, the voltage will be passed like this. It is going to every buck converter. These are the different buck converter. Like this is a 5 volt section, 3 volt sections, then this RAM supply either 1.5, 1.35 or 1.2, it's depend on the RAM, and 1.8, then 1.05 and the CPU core. So these are the different buck converters which generate the different voltages, and this voltage is going to the different chips. But before that, here is SIO. SIO should get the voltage. So this is a 3 volt and 5 volt section. As soon as SIO get the power from here, then as soon as adapter get the power, that is something around 18 volts say, and this power will goes to here, and here is a 3 volt and 5 volt chips. This is a 3 volt and 5 volt chips, and which generate a linear 3 voltage. This is called the VREC3. So this is the first steps as I get the power. Okay, so you have to check this power first, right? So now we'll come back. So here my adapter and this is my battery. Adapter generate the 18 voltage, battery generates something around 11 voltage. This voltage delivered to the different buck converter, and this 3 volt and 5 volt section generate the 3 volt. It's called the VRG3. It's called the VREC3, right here, and this VREC3 voltage is given to the SIO VCC pin. Okay, it's given to the VCC pin, and this state is called the G3H state. Okay, so what the state it's called? It's called the G3H. G3H states means we are not yet press the power button. We just connect either adapter or the battery, and when we connect the adapter and battery, at that time the 3 volt is generate, and this 3 volt given to this SIO chips. So I get the power, and this voltage is called a linear voltage, called the VREC3, or it's called the LDO03, right? So as I get the power. Now the next thing is, when we press the power button, at that time SIO and the CPU start communicating with each other. Power button signal out, and then the CPU releases the 3 signal. What the CPU do? CPU releases the 3 signal: SLPS5, SLP_S4 and SLP_S3. This is a 3 volt. This SLP_S3, when we press the power button, CPU releases and given to the SIO. At that time, this SIO will generate the EC on signal. This is basically on the compil motherboard, right? So generate the EC on signal. When the when the SIO generate the EC on signal, that time this particular buck converter will turn on, and the 3 volt and 5 volt will be generated, right, after getting SLPS5 signal, and this state is called SLPS5 states or S5 state. Okay, so this is the S5 state. So in SPI state, your 5 volt and 3 volt will be generated. That is, the buck converter will turn on. And who turn on this buck converter? SIO, by sending the EC on signal. The next signal is called SLP underscore S4. When this signal is generated, SLP underscore S4, then cease on signal will be generated, system on signal will be generated, and then this 5 volt suspend, 3 volt suspend, and the RAM supply will be generated. Okay, this called S4 states. This is called S4 state. This is S5 states. Okay, in S4 states, the RAM supply 3.3 suspend and 5 volt suspend will be generated. Now what is a suspend? Suspend means basically this always voltage only transfer to the next level. It's called the suspend. Means this always voltage is here. This always voltage is here, which will transfer to this department. It's called the suspend. Basically it is a hold here. So there in between one MOSFET is used to hold that voltage. So when this cease on signal trigger this MOSFET, then this 5 voltage will be delivered, that's this side, and the 3 volt will be delivered this side. So this voltage is called the suspend voltage. Okay, so in S5 state, RAM supply will be generated, right? The next signal is called SLP underscore S3. When the SLP underscore S3 will be generated, then this SIO will generate this signal. Is called SUSP. It's generate the SUSP, and when this SUSP will be generated, then again the 5 volt suspend, 3.3 suspend, RAM power, RAM VTT, that is half to the VDD voltage. Basically RAM require a 3 level of voltage, that is called a VDD, VTT and SPD. Suppose if the RAM is a DDR4, then the VDD voltage will be 1.2, VTT will be 0.6 and SPD will be 3.3, and in RAMs or DDR4 RAMs there are 2.5 reference voltage also use. Okay, so this is a S5 state where this RAMs have VTT voltage, then 1.8 and 1.05. 1.05 for the system's voltage. So now our laptop is entered into the S3 states. Okay, so this is called the S3 state where this all voltage will be generated. Okay, so now the next is when this this process is completed, that means when the 1.05 voltage will be turned on, and then this 1.05 power good is given to the SIO, and then the SIO will generate this VR on signal, okay, and when this VR on signal will be generated, the VR on circuit will turn on this core voltage. This core voltage is called the CPU core, and in this state it's called S0 state. There is a no S2 and S1 state. It's come directly to the S0 state. In S0 state, your all power will be okay. All power are generated. All power okay means the all power will be there, like here, this also there, this also there, this also there, this everything means your laptop will be fully turned on. So this is called the S0 state. Okay, so friends, in this way I explain the power state. So first I explain when the adapter and battery is connected, the laptop is entered into the G3A state, where in G3A state the linear voltage will be generated, and this linear voltage is given to the SIO. When we press the power button, the communication will take place and SIO will generate SLP S5 signal. This SLP S5 signal turn on the EC on signal, then 3 volt and 5 volt buck converter will be turned on, then S4 signal, cease on signal will be generated. The cease on signal generate the RAM supply, and this in S0 state SUSP signal will be generated, and SUSP signal generate 1.8 and 1.05 simultaneously all these voltages, and finally we are on signal where the all powers are okay, and plus additional the CPU core voltage also generated. So thank you very much.